Hello, my beautiful people. We are back again with another video. I hope you guys are all doing well. So let's get into it.
It's not raining, so today is the perfect day to get all of our gardening chores done.
First things first, since I am doing a landscape flower border at the garden, I wanted to get some inspo. And if you guys don't follow me over on Pinterest, my link will be down below. I love Pinterest. I Pinterest almost everything before I do it. Now, these were some of the inspirational photos that I took. And I saved, giving me different ideas on height and color and flower variation. I also had to make sure that some of the flowers were drought tolerant because I do live in California zone 9B. With that said, these are some of the colors that I really like, the vibrancy, the fullness, and I think my pollinators will too really appreciate the fullness of the look I'm going for. I'll tell you guys in a little while the different variations in the flower seed packet that I got. It's from Botanical Interest and I am really excited, but I'm also adding a few extra touches to the seed packet. It's really important to me for my garden to have visual interest. I really love walking into something that I create and it's beautiful. It makes me feel good. And that being said, I took down a portion of the gate, the trellis that was on the opposite side, and put it right here in the front for the girls. This is their little garden area, and so they've planted seeds that they really love. First thing I need to do is give everything a good water because I haven't watered for about 3 days now, and though the garlic doesn't need it, my flowers do. So that's what I'm going to do now. Then after that, I have a lot of raking to do because as I told you guys a couple of months ago, it's unleveled here on my plot, and so I've accumulated some dirt here in the center part of the garden that I am going to rake all up and get it cleaned off, and then I'll check back in with you. So along with the border on that side over there, I'm also going to plant these same flowers right here in the front. I took out the salvia and whatever weed that was growing because I already have 3 salvia plants in here. So I really wanted to do another area with this on the opposite side. So I'm going to show you that container now. So this Songbird Delight packet flower mix from Botanical Interest will attract all your furry and feathered friends with their delightful songs and amusing antics to your garden. This premium mix will grow colorful flowers that turn into plump seed heads, supplying a feast for fascinating songbirds and providing year-round green interest. In addition to the flowers that are in this packet, I'm also going to be adding hollyhocks, zinnia, as well as a few, maybe a few lamb's ear seeds that I have. Haven't quite decided if I want to add the lamb's ear. And now that I think about it more and I'm saying it out loud, I actually probably won't add the lamb's ear. I may just do that to the border because it is a drought-tolerant plant. So, like I told you guys before, the borders will be for the pollinators, but in between, like I did on the other side, I did garlic, and on this side, in between our wildflowers, I'm going to do carrots. And I know they don't come up perfect, but I'm okay with that. I'm just going to mix them in with this Songbird Delight wildflower mix. Now, while you're creating a basically like a pollinator's landscape border or a wildflower border, there are a few things you should keep in mind. The first thing is your space. You want to keep in mind how many feet in which you have and the distance from that, how many you have, because you don't want if you have a small space like mine. I took some of the sunflower seeds out because I know that if I have too many of the sunflower seeds, they are going to basically take up all of the room. I would love to have about 6 of them in here, but not more than that. You also want to be mindful of your zone. I cannot stress this part more than anything. Your zone is so important. For me here in California, 9B, it's going to be hot as hell this summer. It's going to be so hot. So I have to make sure some of these I'm doing it early, number one, so that I can get my poppies and I can have a few lilies pop up, which are on the other side of the garden. But also, like, my longevity plants in here are going to be like my wheat and my amaranth and some of my sunflowers, and they're going to pop up at different times and just give me that year, that like basically the rest of the year's worth of flowers along my border. And I also don't want these seeds to drop. I want them to go to seed, but I'm going to collect the seed and do it again next year. Now, the first thing you've seen me do was I basically tilled this space because it is very, very dry. What you didn't see is that I added compost in here, and that's just for a little more fertility, for the seeds to germinate and to have a little more nutrient rich soil, because under about a foot of here I do have clay soil, so I had to be very mindful of that. So adding compost to your flower garden is also a good idea. Now what I'm doing in the garden is adding this beautiful echinacea. There are so many benefits to this flower and so many medicinal uses besides the fact that it is glorious within itself. The petals and everything, they bloom so well. This is one of the free flowers that I showed you guys I got from Home Depot. If you guys don't watch my shorts here on YouTube, I do post every single day something interesting, sometimes not even garden related, but these were very, very dry, and they are kind of root bound. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to soak these for about 30 minutes in water and just let them soak up all the moisture into this entire root system. And then I'm going to plant them in along with some alyssum. And I love alyssum. They are really going to fill in over time the areas in which you're going to see me plant them in. And I'm really, really thoroughly excited about planting this alyssum. I'm going to plant 2 in our makeshift milk crate. Well, it's not a makeshift, but our milk crate garden system. I'm going to plant 2 in the front so that they can like spill out, and then 2 in the front of the garden as soon as we come out of the garden, and you'll see that next. I hope if you enjoyed this video, you give us a like, you give us a subscribe, you follow and you share. That is really important for a small YouTuber like me, for you to like, comment, and share, and subscribe. If you're gonna watch me, subscribe. You know you like me. No, but anyway, I have so many videos that I'm editing right now, and I want to pump them out. I'm doing 2 a week right now, including shorts, and I'm also active on Instagram. And if you're not following me on the socials, I am at the Modern Flip Studio. Call me Jess or Mama Green Thumb. It's up to you, whatever you like. Enjoy the rest of the video. Until next time.